This episode is a tribute to Nemo, who has contributed to the comics on Urban Rivals before he passed away. With that being said, let us look at some of his works before you begin the episode. With that, I hope you enjoy the video. The first thing I'm going to do is to open the Nemo pack. There are 10 characters anyone can obtain from there, from a selection, no doubles, and let's see what I got. Tula, Mount Falcon, Great, Levaldu, Bianca, Dorian, Peter, Lady, Bert, Dr. Ama. Nemo is an uppers card, uncommon rarity, which should make him easier to get. In addition to being an uncommon, for every Nemo card that is pulled out, this will... so storming. I'll get back to that one. So, for every Nemo card that is pulled out, this will be used as a donation to the Oscar Lambert Center in France. In particular, for the fight against cancer. Nemo has passed away due to cancer according to the staff article that has been posted on the Urban Rivals site, and as a result and as a tribute to him, I am going to try and get a Nemo card. I've saved a lot of credits, but for security reasons I will withhold that number. Now let's see what I'll get. Hopefully it will be as good as Sir Storming. Necron's a nice pull, but I'm opening the packs for Nemo in particular. In nature, every player theoretically has the same chance of getting both a good and bad card. But here, as I say, we're here to look for Nemo. I won't lie, I have a credit limit, mind you. I can't be shopping too much, so I'm going to see and give it another shot. I have already spent 150 credits total. While I'm still trying to get Nemo in a pack, I might as well explain its ability. Victory or defeat, regenerate 1, maximum 1. It's weirdly written as such, but this ability is unique in the sense that once Nemo is played, you cannot really take a knockout during a match. There are some exceptions though. One is by simply stopping its ability when Nemo is played. The second way is to use a life reducer who can go to 0. Remember, life increase goes first before life decrease. You can also use poison or toxin with a minimum of 0, or you can simply use cancel life modifier. And there's a certain cancel life modifier card I have in mind for that. Regardless though, this is a really unique card that defines Nemo in a way. He still lives on even after death in the Urban Rivals community. And now let me open some packs. Well, at last, we have Nemo. 7 power, 4 damage, uncommon card in uppers. And now just try to see what else I have. And with that, I'm going to use Nemo in an exhibition match so that we can see his ability in display. Now, let us see Nemo in action. And, okay, I actually received some cards to assist me out. From the guild bank, I borrowed Santiax Rob Collector. And here's my deck so far. I have Nemo, Dorian, Negadi Legendary, Lady, Fiddler, Spike Collector, Santiax Rob Collector, and La Bestia. So once Nemo is played, now it's a bit unique. You do not really see any heal or plus signs near me. However, we're gonna give it a test and see how it goes. I'm going to play Fiddler next with some random number of pills. If I play Spike Collector, it really signals bad for me. Now, this is the fun part. I can finish them off with Spike Collector. But moderate the number. I have opted to play that particular number because should Smoky Mitt be played, Smoky Mitt can only win in a full-out match, and naturally the opponent would play 65 attack just to get all the pills back, and 4 is enough for Dorian to moderate and go for the knockout. Now the opponent will play Kiki Collector. Now this is where things get a bit interesting. Unfortunately, I would have lost because I only had 9 life points. But because Nemo has been played, I get 1 life point back. If Nemo is played against a stop opponent ability, he cannot protect the user from being knocked out. Also, if you are wondering how to use emoticons, not that I use them, just simply click on your character or avatar's face. In addition, just some annotated notes. If Smoky Mitt had also won the round, although I think it's better if I win this match, then I would have still been alive by 1 life point. Take note that this is not tie-break. Tie-break allows you to win with Solomon in the end of a match, provided both of you end with the same life points. This ability of Nemo's helps you maintain all 4 rounds of a match once he's played. Naturally, the best round to put him in is round 1 because then you will seal the deal. Over here, things can be rather tricky. I'll see what the opponent does first. I already have my move in mind. I plan to play Nemo first. But here's the problem. If Ironjaw actually can win by kill shot, then everything Nemo would have done is useless. Also, Nemo does not need to lose a round. I just make Nemo lose a round because 4 damage is not really worth it. But seriously, Nemo does not even have to lose. The other concern is Santiax's Rob Collector. Because Santiax's Rob Collector has a life minimum of 0 in the form of both a minus life and backlash, otherwise known as Santiax. Nemo's regen would not protect me, and therefore I would have lost by knockout had Santiax's Rob Collector lost. That's one of the drawbacks of Nemo's ability. You're not immortal in that sense. So with that, let's see what the opponent will do. I'm trying to avoid Ironjaw if possible, because Ironjaw's kill shot, and actually, okay, I was expecting a bit more, but I still have enough to prevent Ironjaw from knocking me out through kill shot. And yes, this is pretty dangerous. So I'm going to play La Bestia, 54, 45 would have done the trick, 88, half of 88 is 44, kill shot things work at 45. But regardless, I still get a life point back thanks to Nemo. Even with such a scenario, one of the drawbacks of Nemo's immortality based ability is if you cannot knock your opponent out in the event you only have 1 life point left, then your opponent will win. Naturally speaking, Nemo is just there as an insurance in case you think you're going to lose. A pretty nice uncommon card with a unique ability, I must say, even though I lost. However, I have to say, there are some good strategies out there. Now let's see what I deal with next. So I have another chance of using Nemo. Now, things could be a little tough. My biggest concern is Elvis, because if I play Nemo too soon, I might have to deal with the thought that I can still lose by knockout. But I'm sure everything will go out well. A lot of cards will not underestimate Dorian. And since Nemo's ability activates when played, even if you're on the verge of being knocked out and you just play Nemo, you're safe. Let's see. It's very tempting for my opponent to use Spike Collector. Very tempting. I want to see what they'll do. Hopefully they don't use Elvis, but if they do, I'm pretty sure I'll win. Pretty sure I'll win. Nemo is not a substitute for tiebreak. And Nemo can also be good in a way. You could start off with Backlash and then play Nemo later. That way you don't have to worry about your opponent knocking you out because you didn't have enough life points in the first round from a very good attack. Nemo was an interesting bluff. I'm not expecting the opponent to play that much with Milos. Okay, because I can lose through Santiax, I'm actually going to think carefully. It's still possible for me to win. If I go all out with Santiax Rob Collector, then the opponent will play Spike Collector, and through that, they would lose to Santiax. Or they could play... Oh yeah, but if they play Elvis, I'm still safe. The opponent will have 4 life points. Lose 4 life points, they'll have 1 life point left. And if they try knocking me out with Spike, I'm still alive. The opponent does not have much choice here. However, my other reason for using Santiax Rob Collector is, if I lose to him, Nemo cannot protect me. And yeah, I'm safe. I bought Santiax Rob just to test something out. I actually don't own it. It's from the Matches About Hill Bank. Let's see what this one will do. Part of me says I regret not using Fiddler. This is pretty. And with that, it ends in a tie. There is no way the opponent can play over. If they have 1 life point and Nemo is there, then it's simple. 1 life point back. Overall, I hope this gives you an understanding of how to use Nemo in gameplay and develop a nice strategy with Nemo.